Hi, welcome to the back room. I'm Laura. On this channel, I will be reading old books that are no less than 95 years old, and this will include segments from the greatest ancient thinkers and Greek stoics. These books were written to help mankind expand their personal development and deal with the issues that have plagued us since the time of scratching on cave walls. They contain wisdom that is still so relevant today in our hyper-changing and high-tech world. For instance, the old books that I will be reading on this channel will teach us how to deal with suffering, how to develop resilience, finding faith and acceptance of that which we cannot change. They will help us attune to the spirit world or a higher power and attune to our higher consciousness. And some will teach us how to receive healing and wisdom from nature. Some of them will teach us about freedom and prosperity from an early American point of view, and also about love and familial relationships, about morality, and about humility versus pride. So, some of the old books that I was thinking about reading are The Soul of an Indian by Oh-hee-yeh-shah, also known as Charles Alexander Eastman, Walden by Henry David Thoreau, Selected Dialogs from Plato, Idylls of the King by Alfred Tennyson, Moby Dick by Herman Melville, Black Elk Speaks as told through John G. Neihardt, Morals and Dogma, Ancient and Accepted Rite by Albert Pike, In Tune with the Infinite by Ralph Waldo Trine, Cosmic Consciousness by Richard Maurice Buck, and A Program for America by Will Durant. In case you're wondering why the Bible is not on this list, it's because there are already a lot of good people reading the Bible on videos. There's massive wisdom in the Bible, but I want other old books to be given a voice as well. You know, some people think I'm a little crazy to want to read a big stack of old and ancient books. They say this because the language is often stiff and overly intellectual. The sentences are often very long, and the meanings behind the words are sometimes confusing. These same people have told me that there is a lot of impactful modern books to help mankind expand their personal development and deal with dark times. That may be true, but as you will discover if you join me in my book readings, there is a higher class of wisdom, a greater breadth of knowledge in these old books that the modern stuff cannot hold a candle to. These old books were written at a time when people enjoyed moments of penetrating reflection without the constant distraction and noise from entertainment and media. In short, the great thinkers who wrote the great old books were connected to people, connected to nature, and connected to spirit in a way that I believe modern people cannot comprehend. If you join me in my readings, you will see for yourself. In fact, the greater degree of wisdom reaped from these old books is sometimes so rich that it takes days to ponder and absorb. And sometimes the wisdom is only able to penetrate our subconscious or unconscious mind. As Carl Jung described, our subconscious or unconscious mind then takes this wisdom into our dream state to show us truths to ourselves that our logical daily mind misses. It then becomes inner wisdom, intuition, and adds to the collective unconsciousness. Wow, doesn't that sound inspiring and miraculous? Anyway, you may have heard it said before that reading plenty of the old books of the greatest thinkers is life-changing. Well, I am here to tell you from my personal experience that that is true. But only if we make an effort to adopt a slower life, because this will allow the process of wisdom digestion. In other words, to integrate it into our thoughts, words, and deeds. On this video, I also want to tell you about my Substack page that I have started to coincide with this channel. Visit substack.com and in the search bar, key in The Back Room, Ancient Sanity, or click the link in this video description. Consider subscribing to my weekly Substack newsletter delivered directly into your email inbox. On each newsletter, I will share my thoughts about the old books that I've read on this channel and how the wisdom has either improved my life or if I struggled to integrate it. There will be no AI-generated stuff, just me and all my quirks, chaotic humanness, and inhibitions. I am so excited to begin sharing these books with you, and I would like this to be a two-way venture at the same time. My Substack page also includes a private community chat forum where we can challenge or validate the wisdom in these books. Now, if you don't want to join us on Substack, but you feel compelled to comment on any of these readings, please share your thoughts in the comments section of this video. And if you have a special old book that you would like to donate to me to read on this channel, comment below or email me and we'll talk about it. Now, my next two videos will be a complete reading of books 6 and 7 of the Plato's Republic. In these, we will gain a fascinating perspective on opening our minds, a radical and sometimes painful transformation of thinking. After those two, I would like to read what you'd prefer next from the list that I gave. So please submit your vote in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you around. Bye-bye.